Hi everyone, I'm Denise Tanaponten, your property strategist. Today, I'll be sharing on a project called Commonwealth Towers. Commonwealth Towers is a project developed by Hong Leong and City Developments. It attained TOP in 2018 and there are 845 units of 1 to 4 bedrooms with full-fledged condo facilities, including a tennis court and 3 swimming pools. It is located right next to Queenstown MRT station, which provides ease of access to town. I've covered 1 and 2 bedrooms previously, so let me talk about the 3 bedrooms in Commonwealth Towers. There are 3 factors that are very important that will determine the profit from this project. First, the layout. Second, demand and supply. And thirdly and lastly, the entry and exit timing. Queenstown is a mature estate and hence 3 bedrooms in this project are likely to attract purchasers who wish to use the place for their own stay. In Commonwealth Towers itself, there are 4 different layouts to choose from for the 3-bedders. You have the 904 square feet layout, second, the 1033 square feet, third, the 1055 square feet, and the last one, 1076 square feet layout. I'm going to go through all 4 different types of layout for you to understand how we can then determine which one will have the highest profit. Firstly, we have the 904 square feet, which comes with an enclosed kitchen. It doesn't have a yard, but the kitchen does come with a window, which is important when you want to have an open fire. The rooms can all fit a queen-size bed. Next 3 layouts are all 3 bedrooms with a yard area. Both the 1033 and 1055 square feet unit come with a longish living and dining room. Both have similar sizes for the bedrooms, even the aircon ledge and the balcony area. Hence, the square footage difference is at the walkway area itself. Next, we have the 1076 square feet layout, which is the biggest 3-bedroom layout in Commonwealth Towers. The living and dining space can be placed horizontally, hence ensuring a more livable and squarish living space. Firstly, among the 904 square feet units, we see that the PSF of the 3-bedders increased from 1,700 plus to 1,900 plus from TOP to 2021. Remember my video on the 1 and 2 bedroom units? Their profits decreased when the owners held on longer to them. However, for the 3 bedrooms, it went the reverse. The owners who exited later actually made more. So what actually happened? This brings me to the second factor of demand and supply. Often we think that the supply of new units is a bad thing. The supply that I'm referring to here is the supply of 3-bedroom units from Queen's Peak, which reached its TOP in 2020. Queen's Peak has 261 units of 3 bedrooms. There are 8 different layouts of 3 bedrooms in Queen's Peak, from 807 square feet to 1055 square feet with a private lift. I noticed in all the layouts 2 things stood out to me. Number 1, most of them do not have an enclosed kitchen and most of them come with an open kitchen concept. Number 2, all the common bedrooms can only fit a single or super single bed at best. Only the 805 square feet and 840 square feet layout has a kitchen that's enclosable, but there's no window in the kitchen. The open kitchen concept may appeal to some buyers, but it may turn off some buyers who want to cook with an open fire. Because after cooking, there's no window for them to air the fumes. The fumes may end up sticking on the floor or even to their furniture or couch. When Queen's Peak reached its TOP in 2020, buyers who have viewed it may have also gone to check out Commonwealth Towers next door, since they're only a few years apart. Those who did not like the layout at Queen's Peak may have chosen to get a unit at Commonwealth Towers due to its layout. Hence, we see that the PSF of the 3 bedrooms actually increased from 2019 to 2021 and significantly so after Queen's Peak reached TOP. So actually sometimes a little competition may help to push your prices and profits up. Finally, I'm touching on the last factor, which is entry and exit timing of the project. A lot of buyers are concerned if they buy into a project that's close to its TOP, their future profit and capital appreciation will be affected. Why is that so? Number 1, they feel that they are buying leftover units that other buyers have passed over. Number 2, they feel that the developer has already increased pricing since the launch date. When we sort by profit, we see that the owners who bought in 2016 or 2017, which is about 2 to 3 years after the launch, actually profited more than those who bought in 2014 itself. This is great news, right? This means that for certain projects, if you enter at a later stage, you will still be able to make profit as long as the layout is still desired and highly sought after. Next is exit timing. For example, this Stack 10 unit that was sold in 2009 made 118K, while a similar size 904 square feet unit at another stack made 305K and 298K respectively when they exited 3 years after the TOP. A lot of sellers feel that they need to sell at TOP or within the first 1 to 2 years to hit the maximum profit margin. We see that this could be true for Commonwealth Towers 1 and 2 bedrooms due to the pressure from Queen's Peak. However, for the 3 bedrooms, for those who held on longer, they actually profited more. Because the 3 bedrooms layout in Queen's Peak only has an open concept kitchen and rooms that only fit a single bed. This means that if you have a good layout, you need not be worried and you can choose to hold on to your unit longer and not rush to sell. Now, my advice today, if you are a Commonwealth Towers 3-bedroom owner, I would say it is still quite safe to continue holding on to your 3-bedroom unit if you do not have a need to sell it off yet. Your nearby competition, Sterling Residences, will TOP in 2022 or early 2023 and it has a total of 263 3-bedrooms. All the 3 bedrooms, including the compact and the premium layout, come with an enclosed kitchen with a window as well as rooms that can fit queen-size beds. So you may want to keep a close eye on these units as they could compete with you when it reaches TOP. So that's all for my 3-bedroom analysis at Commonwealth Towers. If you'd like us to review other projects, do leave a comment below. And if you feel our videos are helpful, click on the like and subscribe button. See you soon!